When did turning 12 become a nightmare? In our isolated community, daughters were required to give monthly blood donations to their fathers from the moment they got their first period because they believed it would extend the fathers' lives and keep our bloodline pure. We lived in a remote compound with about 300 families who followed Brother William's teachings. He was a former medical student who convinced everyone that daughters' monthly blood contained special properties that belonged to their fathers. My dad, Robert, was William's most devoted follower. Was a violent man who drove my mother away when I was 8, leaving me and my 3 sisters trapped. Dad already took blood from my older sisters every month. Jennifer, 19, could barely stay awake in homeschool. Amy, 17, had developed heart problems. Meanwhile, my 60-year-old father ran daily marathons and bragged about his youthful vigor. He kept detailed notebooks ranking which daughters in the community were blessed producers. When I turned 12, Dad presented me with an antique silver cup. Every month when your time comes, you'll fill this cup. I'll drink while you watch and thank the ancestors for your gift. He showed me our basement setup, medical chairs, IV equipment, and even restraints. Some daughters resist their duty at first, he said, testing the leather straps, but you'll learn obedience. They all do. Every month, I'd sit in that chair while Dad drew blood, taking multiple bags while quoting from William's writings. A daughter's essence belongs to her father, he'd chant. After 6 months, I became severely anemic, missed weeks of our community school, and couldn't climb stairs without fainting. But other girls suffered worse. My friend Maria's father took blood weekly. She actually died at 14 with what they called completing her purpose. At her funeral, William praised her father for accepting every drop of his daughter's blessing. That night, I started recording everything on a hidden dumb phone. A few weeks later, when I collapsed at the community store, a visiting nurse saw my collapsed veins and called authorities. I was rushed to a hospital and they found severe anemia and needle scars covering both arms. Social services were called and intervened immediately. After a blood transfusion, I gave them everything. All the videos of the basement, recordings of William's sermons about blood duties, photos of the storage freezers. They put me in state care for 3 months, but I knew it wasn't the end. Dad wouldn't accept losing his fountain of youth. The community hired lawyers claiming persecution. Dad produced fake consent forms saying I'd volunteered. My sisters testified I was lying for attention because Dad had threatened to double their donations if they didn't cooperate. She's possessed by outside influences, William announced. Dark forces want to destroy our sacred traditions. 300 followers protested daily at the courthouse. They found and stalked my foster family and painted betrayer on our house multiple times. Dad managed to get supervised visits and used them to threaten me. You think you've escaped? Your blood is mine by birthright. Half the judges in this state follow our ways. You'll be back in that chair within a month. He was completely confident and even brought my donation calendar to court, expecting enforcement. He genuinely believed the system would side with him. Then the community's medical supplier, dying of kidney disease, confessed to the FBI. For years, they'd been selling our blood to wealthy clients as pure maiden essence for enormous profits. He provided receipts, client lists, bank records showing millions in transfers. His guilt had completely consumed him. 2 days later, the FBI raided during a monthly collection. 20 girls hooked to IVs while fathers waited with their cups. They found industrial freezers full of labeled blood bags, financial documents, and buyer contracts including business executives and foreign buyers. William got life without parole. Dad got 30 years. The truth about his youthful vigor? William had been drugging the father's ceremonial drinks with black market human growth hormones and stimulants. In prison, Dad aged 20 years and 6 months. I'm 25 now, permanently anemic, trust nobody, and still check my arms for phantom needle marks.